Hello, boys, girls, guys, gals, ladies, and gents. It's been too long, so I didn't have time to post a video. I was uploading one sort of like 20 minutes before I was going to leave to Ireland, but didn't upload in time, so I apologise for that. I think I've deleted it now, but I've got a video for you today. It's quite a long vid. It's about 12 minutes, and domination on Nuketown. So I think I do pretty well, but the team lose. It's sort of an average game if I'm playing sort of reasonably well, but the team just doesn't pull its own weight. So I'm sure you've been there, and it's very frustrating when that happens. It is a close game, but we do lose. And really, first thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going on holiday. Well, first I'm going to a wedding on the 30th, I think, Saturday 30th? Yeah, Saturday the 30th. And then I don't think I'll get an opportunity to upload a video after that, or after the Friday at least, because I'm going on holiday for 10 days. So we leave on the 2nd, and then we're getting back on the 13th. So we're going to a nice place in Spain, staying in a hotel by the beach. It should be really good fun, but that doesn't mean I won't be able to upload any videos during that time. So I apologise for that, and I apologise for the last week I haven't been able to upload a video. I've been in Ireland visiting my big sister and her boyfriend and her daughter, and going to gigs, getting fish and chips, going to more gigs and getting pretty wasted. It was really good fun, actually. It was amazingly good fun, and first class, I suppose you could call it. But the plane ride there had two little propellers on it. It was a bit rickety, but I love flying. I mean, it's just amazing, the flying. But no, there were a couple who were very scared next to me, and I don't know, it's kind of cute. But I mean, to be honest, flying across the Atlantic over to the US or Canada is safer than the journey by car it took you to get to the airport. So if you put it in context like that, flying is really not that dangerous at all. So yeah, but I suppose what I really want to talk about, and I don't know a huge amount about it, and it really does disgust me, so I might have to change the topic part of the way through, so I don't know if we'll carry that on to the very end of the video. But it is the terrorist incidents, or the two incidents in Norway that I'm sure you've all heard about, and it is awful. There's something like 94 people dead, and there are some still missing after both the attacks. So I know the bomb went off. I think there's 7 people dead and more missing from the bomb blast. And if you've seen it on the news, the devastation is massive, and it's really not very cool at all. And it's just horrible for the beliefs and the reasons why people do this. And then the shooting as well at the political camp, and all the people who died there were pretty much between the ages of 16 and 24, I think, and that's just really, really disgusting. How someone could just do that and keep doing that, but it was a Christian supremacist, apparently, or not apparently, they've caught him, gave himself up. But and some cohorts of some kind, but they haven't been found yet, and it's just appalling. So I suppose what I want to talk this down to is you can't. Well, there's no point discussing what's happened anymore. It's a ridiculous crime, and it should never have been committed. I mean, the guy was being watched by the government for buying chemicals in Poland, which probably were the ones he used to make the bomb, and things like that can be stopped. But of course they can't catch everyone, and that's just the way it is. But what really I find the most interesting, and I'm using it in a kind of curious way. It's a horrible thing to have happened, but it's also quite interesting in the reasons why, the beliefs why. He doesn't believe he's committed a crime, and that's the way he thinks about it disgusts me the most. And I know it disgusts so many people, but belief systems, and this is something that happens all too many times with terrorist incidents. It's always the way it is, and it's always fundamentalists, always people thinking and taking it too literally, or taking it to the extremes. And 9/11 was the same. The Oslo bombings and the shooting was the same. The Great Crusades was the same. I mean, it's over exaggeration in belief in particular parts of religion, and but it's not just Muslims who do this, and I'm trying to tread lightly here, but I mean, the Great Crusade was a huge Christian sort of push to get to the Holy Land, where they went through and they slaughtered, they just killed people in cold blood to get to Jerusalem, to take it for themselves. And that kind of sort of that's what makes me think of, when I think of religion, I think of all the wars, all the terrorist acts, all the killings and shootings and bombs. And to me, religion isn't really a good thing. I mean, you can't put your trust in science alone, and I know it's impossible for people not to believe in something that could be greater than them, and a greater power. Why is the first question we probably asked. Why are we here? What's this cause? And of course, some people just put it down to it being a greater being, and a lot of people still believe that. And back on the car from the airport today, I was listening to Radio 4, at least my mum was listening to Radio 4, and I was listening to, and then it talked about the incidents with children in the Catholic section or in the Catholic religion in Ireland, and people being absolved of their sins just by going to confession, and priests who have essentially molested children. Not essentially, they just have. It is vile and atrocious, and then being able to go into a little wooden box and say, I've done this, and then the priest and the other thing going along and saying, you've been absolved of your sins. That is ridiculous. If anyone had any morals, then it'd be straight to the police. It doesn't matter about the rules of confession, how you can't tell anyone. If it's that, no one can absolve you of destroying someone's life or taking it. There is no absolution or absolution. You can't get away with it, and you should be tried and treated not as a priest but as a person who has taken away the rights of another person. And what it does come down to is human rights. You can't just do that to someone without you have to have a seriously fucked up moral compass. I mean, maybe someone's just taken a really strong magnet to that son of a bitch, but no, it makes me seethe. It makes me so furious to hear about things like this, and then people not doing anything about it. I mean, I know the Irish government is trying to push bills and laws to say they have to notify the police if there's something like this, but really, I don't know. It just seems like religion is, or at least is a lot of what's wrong with things that happen today. And I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this. I know I've got a few friends who are going to post on this and say, you've missed this, you've got it wrong. But of course, I'm just a person. I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm quite ignorant to all the facts of which I've talked about in today's video. But it just it kind of upsets me, and it makes me sick to my stomach if I think about how people can do that and get away with it. There's nothing really much more to say other than that. But you can't really like the video. I mean, if you thought that the topic was good, if you enjoyed me rambling on about how several things disgust me, then then give it a thumbs up, and share your own opinions down underneath the doobly-doo, whatever it is, and leave a comment, because I like to hear how other people think, and how other people think informs me, and I can make more informed videos, and then we can both sort of progress as a whole. But if it's on the Respawn Army, then give it a bump up so other people can see it, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I'll put up another video tomorrow. Goodbye.